Welcome to Canadian PGA TV. We're here at the Canadian PGA National Headquarters, and special guest, Mr. Steve Omischl, Canadian Olympian and 20-time World Cup champion, here today. People are probably wondering why you're here, maybe doing a stunt off the top of the roof, jumping 50 stories, Steve. But first off, before we get starting about why you're here, just a bit about you and your career and about how much fun you had this year at the Olympics 2010.
Well, obviously, 2010 was definitely a highlight in my career. Being able to compete at the Olympics at home, incredible experience, incredible opportunity. And a little bit about why I'm here today. Obviously, with golf's announcement getting accepted into the Olympics, it's time for you guys to start thinking about athlete and coach development in terms of high performance and how that relates to the Olympics and Pan Am Games and all those sorts of events. So it's a pretty cool group of people that were gathered here to discuss some of the challenges you guys are going to face and just share some of our experience at major events and how those are going to be some interesting learning curves that you guys are going to be going through in the next couple of years.
Well, I think this is awesome, Steve. But you being here today, how can you compare being 50 stories or 50 feet high in the air to somebody hitting a ball, a huge tee shot or a 3-foot putt? I mean, how can you provide some experience for us to help us learn?
It's an individual sport, I was competing, although sure I wasn't hitting a shot. Whatever I was doing was there was an outcome, right? If you take a swing, if it's a good swing, you hit a good shot. Same with me. If I did a good takeoff and preparation coming into the jump, I was going to do a good jump. I was going to have a good result. It's the same, the same principles transfer over from sport to sport, and that's, and especially the challenges being at the Olympics, being at a major event. It's different than I'm sure what you guys are experienced at pro events like at the PGA. It is a team. The Olympics is a team environment. You go there as Team Canada, but you're still competing for yourself, and that's a little bit different than probably what the PGA players experience now, whereas they just have their own camp, their own team, and they worry about what they're doing, and they don't spend any time sharing strategies with some of their other teammates, and that's kind of special at the Olympics. Even though I'm an individual sport, I'm sharing with some of my teammates what something that might give me the edge, and I think that's important.
Now tell us about how you got into aerial skiing. I mean, I think I can see someone skiing. They go for a few runs, and they start saying, "Oh, let's try and race a little more." But how does somebody go? Let's shed the poles. Let's shed the hill. Let's go for one giant 4 or 5 story high. How does that happen?
Well, I just got bored with with skiing. No, I grew up in Ontario, and the hills aren't very big. You can only turn so many gates, and we just built jumps. And I was always into gymnastics and trampoline, and to combine the two was pretty cool. So I was pretty lucky in my life to find my passion and follow it.
Well, it was awesome watching you. I know you were right there in the medal hunt out in Vancouver there, and I know you fell short, and you probably weren't the happiest guy ever, but it was really fun to watch as a Canadian, and thanks for all your help coming here. I mean, I think it's great for us to be able to learn from guys like yourself that aren't golfers but have been in other spots that we can compare to golf. I think it's great for us. So again, really appreciate it, and all the best.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me, and good being here.
Thanks, Steve.